I started riding snowmobiles when I was about 3 years old, and I grew up just riding toys. It's always what I've been good at and enjoyed doing. I have lots of family and friends that are into the same things, but I had a little different path because I was a little more interested than others. I am Coosemans. I'm 20 years old and I'm from Cold Lake, Alberta. I was about 8 or 9 years old and they did a freestyle demo in Cold Lake, and I'm looking up at these guys like 30 feet in the air doing backflips, and I'm like, wow, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. So a couple of years into it, I had to convince my parents to let me build a ramp. Saved up all the money I've been working for, and my 14th birthday present was them letting me build a freestyle ramp for my snowmobile. So yeah, I've been doing it since. Winter of 2015, it was day after Christmas, and it was the first jump of the year. Previous years I set my gap really small so there's little room for error, and I got a little bit cocky on this one, and I had my gap set at 60 feet for my first jump, and had all my family out to watch, all my family that was visiting for Christmas, and went way too fast and jumped about 110 feet to flat ground from about 40 feet in the air. Usually I'd land on top of a big dirt pile that takes all the impact out of landing. Totally passed that, landed on flat ground. I bruised my left heel bone, fractured and chipped my talus in 5-6 spots, and fractured 5 vertebrae in my back. It was definitely a reality check. Kind of makes you realize, you know, you're not invincible. I think I've had little wipeouts before, but nothing that serious. It's definitely motivating, you know, being off your machine all winter, and all you want to do is hop back on and be better. So it's definitely a reality check, but it's, you know, lesson learned. So nothing to complain about. I enjoy doing it. It's what I love. It's what I've loved to watch and, you know, study since I was a kid. So it's in my blood. It's my passion. So can't listen to anybody but myself. So. I also do a lot of traveling to training facilities too. I went 26-hour drive. It took me a couple days to get there, and I've gone there twice. That was 2 years ago. I did my first backflip into a foam pit. Just this past week, I went down to Oliver, BC, and went training into a big training facility for dirt bikes and snowmobiles, any motorsports. All built by Red Bull and a bunch of big sponsors. But yeah, I learned my first backflip there, and landed my first backflip to a landing here this past week, and got to hang out with lots of the professionals from X Games and X Game medalists, and lots of guys on dirt bikes, sleds, quads, and it's definitely a good experience, you know, getting to know these people too. I feel like I've come a long way and to a point where most people don't even get to. So I think I should focus on perfecting it and being dialed with everything I'm doing. Midterm, I'd say, again, just making sure I'm dialed and poking out new tricks that, you know, I've struggled with in the past. X Games and doing demo shows too. Starting to get paid for what I enjoy doing. I'd say almost every snowmobile, dirt bike athlete, you know, any of those guys, even from different sports, you know, we all go through the same things. All-time famous Evel Knievel, wouldn't be doing it without him. So if you stick your head to it and you don't listen to anybody else but yourself, and you really work for it, you got to work for it. But I say whatever you set your head to, you can achieve for sure.